when we had last left Andreas, he did a little bit of a favor for the nun Illuminata who needed a whole bunch of books returned back to her secret book zone behind the secret door from which she did speak. And in doing so, did Andreas learn a little about her, a little about the area, and perhaps a little bit about the Baron Lorange. But also, before the storm came that was currently storming and raining, he had a bit of a fun little picnic outside too. How nice. Now it was time to enter the church as a more foreboding mood had struck the area. This is Pentiment. Welcome back. Right? I do believe this is a bit of a murder mystery game. And with the storm now, I feel like we may be about ready to hit a murder and a fucking mystery, baby. Okay. Oh. What's up, Rudiger? God bless you, Andreas. God bless you too, Rudiger. Oh shit, we can go into the crypt in the tower now. Should I? Should I just go into the fucking crypt? I haven't been in here. What's this? The foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. Holy shit, really? Man. The foundations of this abbey? Yeah. Wow, okay, it is fucking old then. I think Illuminata was the one who told us it was old and there was like secret passages and whatnot, but I didn't realize it was like fucking old. Oh, look at these cool, like, angels up here, like, having a nice read. Okay, what's this? These tomb markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Okay. How about this? Abbot Dietrich, or Dietrich? From the height of Kearsaw's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. Investigate. Uh-oh. Could this be a secret passage? A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. The key can... Oh! What are all these? I can poke bird, hat. Poke the nose. Little amulet. The fucking apple of Eden. And a super Resident Evil key. I'm assuming I can't just... That was it! Now what? Whoa! Okay. I don't know if I should be getting into this just yet. Hey, fuck it, let's see what happens. Huh. A secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Okay. Alright, fucking A. Wow. Sure. Part of me was wondering if I was about to, like, sequence break, right? Can I check out the tower? I wonder who comes up here to ring the bells. Maybe we know them? Maybe there's always a specific person who has, like, the duty or honor of doing it. I don't fucking know. Man, look at the background from up here. It looks so fucking nice. Oh. Alright, let's head down. Over here. You know, I gotta say, part of me wants to, like, record ahead for this game, because I'm getting pretty fucking into it. I'm, like, getting very enthused. Let's head into the dormitory. It's quite the page turner. Okay. Let's head on out over to the cloister. Do I just head back to the scriptorium, I guess? Oh, hey! Sabbat! God give you health. Okay. When were we supposed to have dinner? Like, was it tonight or whatever? I guess we can check, right? Oh, whoops. few more pages. Oh no, we don't have it written down. Okay. Fair enough. Kitchen and cellar. Whoops, no, I should have gone to the cemetery, right? Over this way. Good. Old Bailey? I think that's where I gotta go now. And then this'll, yeah, scriptorium. That one out here, right? Alright. Sure. Scriptorium. Well, no one's been murdered yet. Okay. Brother Adic, this work, I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed.
Brother Prior, I'm working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent, praise be to God.
And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Many apologies, Brother Prior. I will work harder. Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have. You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed? Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it. So why should you care? Typical. Excuse me, Prior Ference, but I believe your point is made. God, shut up, Ference. Stop taking out your frustrations on an old man. Should we go after this fucking piece of shit? Should we go after him? I mean, either way we're going after him, but how hard do we want to? Huh. Fuck it, we gotta stick up for our fucking pal. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Stop taking out your frustrations on an old man. You impudent knave! How dare you speak to me like that? I'm the master of this scriptorium. It is my place to run the scriptorium as I see fit. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow.
You are insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh, God. Give me the patience to endure this.
Oh, Piero says,
Please, everyone. This is my work and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Ference is right.
oh, Baron. And who is this again? Prior Ference, is this mine? It must be, yes? It is, my lord. I can explain. No, I don't want excuses. I've come all this way, and I have to be honest. I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style is... well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity toward Kearsarge is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story? Gerno. No, of course not, my lord, never. We can fix this, of course. We only want to accommodate you. Ah, Andreas, good to see you again. My lord. Nod respectfully. Good to see you, Lorenz. How should I respond? How should I respond to this? The abbot already seems annoyed. Just nod. Don't irritate the abbot. Simply addressing him as my lord would be appropriate.
Greet him with his Christian name. You are brothers and comrades in art.
Huh. Let's just nod. Let's keep it on the DL, right? Let's just nod. Still, that might offend the Baron. Fuck, okay. Jeez. I love with these fucking hoity-toity nobles, it's actually like kind of a big point of contention, like, fuck, this person is like rich. Fuck, what do I even say? What the fuck? My lord? It will be remembered.
Father Gerno, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable.
Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy completed if speed is your
No, I'm not talking about the script, that's fine. But the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others.
Of course. I mean, if Andreas is all right with it. Oh, fuck! If it takes pressure off of Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. Well, Abbot, I am trying to finish my masterpiece at the moment. Well, I will do what I have to do. Oh, man. This is like... I feel like this is very much still, like, typical of, like, an artist who has a degree of demand, right? Where you're working on something and then, like, a high-profile commission comes through or whatever. Huh. Let's go with the middle one. Let's kind of hem and haw a bit. Well, Abbot, I'm trying to finish my masterpiece at the moment. Andreas, you would do well to remember, who it is that is making the completion of this masterpiece possible. If it takes the pressure off of Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. Well, I will do what I have to do. We're married to our art. We wanted to do the masterpiece. I feel like this is something that I would say, right? Given that I'm, like, a person who is very into the craft. Well, I will do what I have to do. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord.
Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper?
Naturally, my lord.
Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us.
My lord, I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family in town. Say nothing. I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family. This will be remembered.
Nonsense. You can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, Father?
Well, that would be quite unusual.
Unusual or not, I doubt my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think?
I understand. Yes, you're right. Of course. Andreas may join us for supper.
I look forward to it.
Yo, fucked up how our main man Piero over here didn't even get a say in any of this. You had this planned. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. Oh, go to hell, Ferenc! Why are you so mad at me? I'm trying to help. That's beyond ridiculous. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself.
Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am.
Man, poor fucking Piero. Yes, you are. And you've embarrassed me, the abbot, and the abbey. Prior Ference is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions.
Guy, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute?
If anyone is the embarrassment here, it's you, Ference. You're so insincere and you're so obvious about it, Guy. Say nothing. Jesus. I think in a situation like this, I need to consider what would Piero want. Right. I feel like Piero would rather this not escalate any further. So I'll say nothing. Oh, shit. Illuminata from the door. Brothers. If you please, Sister Zedna and I would prefer it if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Well, that was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatorium for supper at the abbot's table. Oh, wearing a little fun raincoat. Supper at the abbot's table. Okay. And the bells are ringing. Anything else I can look at over here? There's still this mystery book. Okay. Where do I even go for the abbot's table? I'm not even sure where the hell that is. What's going on out here? Prior's house? I don't think that's it, is it? There's the cipher again. Can I take it now? Oh. Now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Vauvel, Ference's note should be easy to decipher. Okay. Oh, fuck. Is it? Okay. Yeah, it's really easy. Okay, so we've got our thingamajig here. Okay. Huh. Okay. So here's the W, right? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're W here. Well, I'm calling it a W, right? But it's not really one. This is the, like, letter that we're looking at, right? The character that we're looking at is this W. We're trying to match it up here, right? And then up here on the top row, on this bottom left sheet of paper, is what we need to match up. So this correlates to the cipher, right? This, like, line and then a bump on top, which is air. So we align air because it's right there. It shows up there as being associated with air. And then whatever shows up under W is what we click on, right? H. Okay, so then this one is like... Okay. It's Earth, right? And then under this we have I. And then for this, it's like... Oh, these are all... Right, these are all astrology symbols. I don't know any of them. I don't even know which one mine is. I know I'm a Capricorn, but I don't know which fucking one is Capricorn here. Okay. Like, which one? Maybe this one? This one looks kind of like a goat or whatever, or a ram. I think that's what Capricorn is. It's some kind of, like, fun little animal like that, I believe. Okay, anyway. So then, we have this, so it's fire. And then, this cross, which is water. Blue. Okay. It is nice, it's helping us now on these, because it's showing, like, where each of the letters are. I bet in the future we will not have this help. Okay. And then, watch this not even be how you're meant to solve it, right? Okay, and then... air. There we go. And then it'll be this. I mean, this doesn't seem like any kind of word I would know. Maybe I've got it fucking wrong? Okay, I thought I understood what I was doing here, but maybe not. I guess we'll see what happens when I solve it. Okay, Earth. And then... this one, right? Yeah. A. And then... we're looking for Earth again. We're already on Earth. Okay, and then we have this, like, M for water. Good. And then you look for the little swoop. Oh. Oh, hi, Gerhard. Gerhard? As in the late brother Gerhard? Yes, yes. It can't be a coincidence. Hi, Gerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? Is it an anagram using Gerhard's name? Did he use his name for an abbreviation? Why his name? It can't be a coincidence that it's Gerhard, right? Why his name? And why hi Gerhard? Oh. Flanders reactivity. Dutch? No, not Flemish or French. Nothing I recognize anyway. Let's go with the reactivity. Let me think. Is it an anagram, maybe? Harried, hardier. Where does the G go? God, I'm sure Adic would know. Maybe it's not an anagram. Huh. Let me think. Did he use his name for an abbreviation? That's a lot of letters for an abbreviation. A cipher inside of a cipher? Perhaps. I don't know. Let me think. Wait, maybe it's an abbreviation and a name. Gerhard is his name. What's the H-I? Hod ignota? No. Hinch ilay? Lacrimae? Oh my god, it's so much simpler. Hic iaset. Here lies. Here lies Gerhard. What's the significance? I suppose I should find where Gerhard is buried. The Abbey Cemetery seems like a good place to start. Huh. We are definitely cluing into something. Okay. Let's check the cemetery then. Where would Gerhard be? Oh, over here? Sure. Huh. Ferentz's cipher pointed here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Maybe it's a meeting place? I can't click on anything either. Okay, fair enough. Maybe it'll come up later. Right? It's a cold trail for now. Alright, let's head on out over here. There we go. To the cloister, I guess. Great. Sorry, this video as well will be coming out a bit later than I would have liked. I was kind of feeling sick and nauseous this morning. So I just put it on hold and delay. Feeling pretty fucking good now, though. Let's see. Large garden. Aquarium. Chapter house. I don't think chapter house is what we want, right? No. Upper Abbey. Let's try that. Yeah, isn't it like at the Lower Abbey? It's the house that, what's his name has been looking in, yeah. Martin. Isn't this it? The guest house? No, okay. Sure. What? Let's bring up our map. Maybe it'll have a... Oh, courtyard and lavatorium is actually where we do need to go. Okay. Sure. Well, we were just there. Well, we weren't there, but we were very nearby, I think. Okay. We need to remember that to refer to... all that business. The map. If we need an idea of where our objective is. Okay. Huh. There was this over here, but I'm not sure if it corresponds. Yeah, Loquarium. Okay. Maybe that includes the courtyard, too. Alright. Cloister? Well, this ain't it. Is it? Huh. Yeah, okay. That is definitely not it. Where the hell is the abbot's table? Dormitory? No, this is where people be snoozing. Okay. Yeah, weird. At the cloister, maybe? Maybe it's one of the detached buildings or whatever. How about the refectory? Oh, I should wash my hands in the courtyard lavatorium before going to supper. Oh, okay. Oh, we had to access it from here. At this. Gotcha. Okay. Oh.
Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper, though the circumstances are unusual to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us.
That's a shame. I always enjoy our talks.
Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter.
I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Supper with an abbot and a nobleman. I could get used to this. Piero, you deserve the honor. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating.
Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I'm proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave all of us at Kearsarge Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lawrence, the Baron Rothvogel, to help you in your career.
He's wrong, you know. Ferenc is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because a nobleman says so. There's nothing wrong with your style.
Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will write over the present.
Pentiment.
You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside.
Oh. Okay. So now where do we go? I'm assuming we don't go to the refectory, right? Oh, we do. Okay. There we are. And the refectory. Look at that. Great. Oh, wow. Look at everybody. Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Garno, Father Thomas, Prior Ference. Hey, I remember you earlier from the kitchen area. Matthew.
Simon, Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God."
Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful.
Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it."
Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Some, yes. Not really, to be honest. Nod head, shake head. Not really, to be honest. Garno.
I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Garno, have you read anything by Martin Luther?
I can't say that I...
He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think.
Huh. Yo, look at everybody else here. Look at everybody's fucking eyes and reactions. Yo, okay, right? Because remember, they're still very old-timey here relative to the rest of the world and the Reformations, right? Huh.
My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit.
The quail? My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine. But don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've ever seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not?
My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not.
Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences?
Ellipses.
Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation.
Fine, fine. What about Andreas?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh no!
Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work.
Oh, why not? Where should we start? Remain silent. He's really put me in a difficult position.
Socrates says, why not join in a debate? It may bring everyone closer to understanding truth. I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to do.
To hell with the abbot. If he can't handle a little criticism, he isn't fit to sit at the fancy table.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, I mean, at this point, it's not going to reflect on Piero, so I don't mind so much. Do I want to go fucking goblin mode? Am I ready to go Grobrian goblin mode? I'm engaging goblin mode, baby. That doesn't seem like the most prudent attitude at the moment. Oh, God. Maybe we shouldn't, though. I don't know, because it may offend the sensibilities of these other folks here. Fuck, I don't know. Fuck off, Lorenz. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. I feel like if I remain silent, he's going to egg it out of me anyway. He's going to keep saying something. He's going to be like, go on, say something. You don't need to worry about them. I'm remaining silent. Oh, shit.
A2, Andreas. I expected more of you.
Enough. Lord Rothvogel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear?
I suppose, Father, it is your abbey, but you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You'd better accept it.
What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you?
I see. I've overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I've ruined everyone's supper. My apologies.
Ellipses.
In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of History Tassing. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night.
Oh. Thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I will take my leave as well. Good night. Okay. Why'd you have to announce that to everybody? I feel like... I feel like we got a few people who might be on a chopping block, so to speak, right about now. I'm not sure who or how, but I feel like there's a few people that might bite a bullet here real soon. All right, Piero says, "Don't worry about Father Gano and the Baron. I'm sure it will all be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself." That seems unlikely. I think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven. It seems unlikely. It may be so, but we must never lose hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake.
Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas?
That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son.
Oh, look at the fun owl watching us sleep. I should get some sleep. Okay. Sure. Everything shut down? Yeah. What do you think, Martin's still out here? No. Okay. Oh. Huh. The lamp is still burning in the guest house. Lorenz must be still awake. I wonder how he's doing. And what was he thinking? He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. Oh. Heaven and earth. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. A poor night for stargazing. I should get back to the Gertners. It's locked. Maybe he never had the time to turn them off because he was murdered! Who was the guy that left early? If Lorenz is the murder victim, I'm feeling maybe old Cheery Eyes McGillicuddy over there was maybe the one. Oh, what's this? Huh? Gah! Till. Are you all right, Master Maler? I believe that I may have just seen the physical manifestation of a spirit. Did you see that? In the aqueduct? I think so. Did you see that? The ghost! Yes? It could be a Roman, maybe even an old pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. I don't think it was a ghost. Have you ever seen one? I don't think it was a ghost. Fair enough. Well, I think I found Johann's last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Maler. I will. Thank you, Till. You too. Good night, Till. Good night. Did I ever get to meet Till? Oh, look, we can inspect these now freely. The figures in this shrine to St. Christopher are quite nice. Iris is beautiful. Snowdrops, one of the only flowers that can bloom this early in spring at this altitude. Huh. So whoever was up there had to be kind of like athletic, right? To be able to make that jump? Because that's a pretty fucking wild leap. A shrine to St. Moritz. Statue looks ancient. I think we've seen these now. Looks like it's coming in early. Church and Druckers. Oh, Amali. Ah, no! Murder! Pale horse, still on the floor! Hello? Are you alright in there? We gotta say something. Are you alright? Martins, the pale horse! Death! Matins? Monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. It is used for the night prayer. Aha. Thomas. Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me?
Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now?
Yes, you are with us. And this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming.
Is she all right?
She is, yes. Sister Amali is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others.
What is she doing in there? Does she live in the church? How long has she been here? What's she doing in there?
She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell.
Her cell?
She is an anchoress, a religious hermit so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation.
Oh, jeez.
And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions.
Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kearsarge?
Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not literate. I write down her visions to help interpret them.
I thought all of the monks and nuns at Kearsarge could read, even poor brother Volkbert. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Oh. It changed. Okay.
Of course, sister.
She seems unhappy. It sounds like she is in a great deal of pain. Let's say that.
She is. She feels a pain that is both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty.
Sister Amali was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger?
Oh, no. Don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it.
Dude, it sounds like this guy is covering his fucking ass right now. Like, whether or not she had a vision, my take? This guy just killed Lorenz, or plans to, and said it aloud or to her, right? That way he had someone to confide in. And she's just like spouting it aloud because of her, I don't know, affliction, her condition.
Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over our thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas.
Good night, Father. I am pretty suspicious of him. Okay. Watch it not even be Lorenz who gets murdered, right? Watch that not even be the case. Let's see. Where do I need to go? Oh, dear Lord. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah. Journal. I do have to go to... Supper ended badly. An argument erupted between the Baron and the Abbot. Hopefully it will get worked out in the morning. I should head back to my room at the Gertners and get some sleep. Oh, what a cute sheep. Okay. Yeah. So we gotta go back to the Gertners. And it shows, yeah, it does show moon where we sleep, I guess. Outer Tassing. Yeah. Gertner farm. Okay. Good. Town Commons, I think. Okay. Good. Any reason we should be snooping around? Central Town. We'll just go for the Gertners, I guess. Alright. There we go. Oh. Who is this old sleeping man here? Okay. Oh. There's Big Jorg. There's little Ursula. Clara and Ava? Okay, the guest room. Oh, geez. We have to have the two of them, like all three people in one bed, and the old man sleeping alone in a chair on account of me being here, I guess. Goodness. Okay. Anything else here written down? The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron. Prior Ference keeps giving me all of these books to read. I really should clean this up. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. I wonder where we change out of our clothes. Right in front of the sleeping family. We're like some kind of weirdo. Yo, look at that fun-loving owl. Okay. Time to get back to work. Alright. Well, you know what? I think this is as good a time as any to call it, as it's still storming and the foreboding bells do ring. Oh, what happened in the dead of night? Who will be dead? I definitely feel like we're going to find out that someone has been killed. It really seems like it's going to be Lorenz, right? Or Lawrence. I'm not sure if it will be, though. And right now, it's definitely seeming like old What's-His-Butt is going to be the culprit. Yeah, look at these little motes of dust. Like, foofing in, too, from up here. Huh. Alright. Until next time, please take care of each other.